Guys, today I'm going to be doing a bullet journal flip through. So this is my bullet journal. It is from the brand Paper Chase. I really don't think you can see that, but there's a little logo right here. This is Paper Chase. But that's where this is from. I got it at Target. I think I got it in the Target dollar spot actually. But yeah, it's worked out very well for me. I've had it for a lot of years, and I started using it as a bullet journal in 2000, at the beginning of this year actually. So when you first open it up, this is the first page of my bullet journal. This is my table of contents. So these are this is every single page in my bullet journal, and the lines on this page are pretty big, as you can see. So I had to tape in an index card, and I'm gonna have to tape in another one here soon for the rest of the journal because I still have a bit left in it. But yeah, that is all of the pages. So the next page is my year overview, and obviously I haven't checked stuff off for a while because it's December now. But yeah, this is just my yearly calendar that I have at the beginning, and I think I'm going to be starting a new bullet journal once the new year rolls around, just because. This is my things to remember page and my key. The key for was when I used this for weekly spreads, but I still use that key occasionally. And then this is just a little things to remember thing. This is my first weekly spread. This was when I didn't really know what I was doing. So I put a weekly overview up at the top, and then I had these little sections for every single day. Next, this is my course guide for school. These are all the courses that I took freshman year. And then these are the credits that I obtained. These were my sophomore year classes. These are the courses I'm currently in, except I'm in AP Environmental Science, not Anatomy. And then these are the courses that I'm taking next year. And I'm taking Anatomy, not this class, because I'm already in that class. And then these are courses that I took in 8th grade. And then I'm doing a PE waiver. So these are the total credits that I'm going to have. This is a doodle page that I created just for when I'm stressed out. I actually really like that page. This is my second weekly spread that I ever made. This one is obviously much more uniform, except for like right here. I tried to color code the banners to the lettering, which kind of worked. And then I have a weekly overview. Here's another weekly. I got into drawing little characters on some of them. This one I drew little post-it notes and taped them on. I got some water on this page, so a lot of the ink ran through. Here's another one. I started using post-it notes as titling for some of this. This is my GPA calculation page that I used more last year than I do this year, because this year I don't use my bullet journal as much. But this is where I calculate my GPA. If you're curious, that was my yearly GPA, weighted last year. Some more weeklies. This is one of my favorite weeklies that I've ever done. Because I tried using some different lettering and some different little things. I put in some little tape, and I just like the colors as well. This was a page that I used to plan an English project, a really huge English project, and I did very well on it. It had a lot of components to it. It was called a genre project, and we read a bunch of stuff from female literature, and then we had to use a bunch of different genres. I used diary entries, newspaper articles, a day in the life of, drawings with captions, and comic strips. And then we had to make all of those, and then we had to use examples from feminist, or not feminist, yeah, well, a lot of them were feminist writings, but a lot of them also were not, from women's writings, to explain why this relates to these topics that we had to come up with about what they tell us, what the writings told us. And I got a perfect on this, actually, which is cool. This is a boring daily spread because it was from over spring break where I didn't have a lot. This was when I first tried to make a monthly overview calendar spread, and this I found took up way too much time. So in the future months I did not do that. I did something else. More weeklies. This was the week I got my mild liners, so I decided to use them for a spread. And then I did some doodles. These were from at Study Petals on Tumblr. This is my first Books Read 2016 spread. I actually accidentally made 2 of those. I love this spread. I implemented a habit tracker in this spread, which I didn't really like because I didn't keep track of it. I had another one in this one. I had a days until the end of the school year counter. I had weekly schedule. I put some little doodles. I love this spread. I also put in these little numbers were for my 100 days of productivity that I did. This is banners that I like and other cool stuff. I actually really like this spread as well. This is what I did for future monthlies. I did list type. This is another spread. I used a water tracker. This was from AP test week. This was from exam week. I like this one. I like the tape that I used and all the colors. This was from my first week of break. This is another doodle page where I taped in index cards that I drew on. This was my June overview. As you can see, it was kind of not a very busy month, which is nice. This was another spread. I really like this spread. It took a while to make, but I really like it. This was another one. I started putting quotes at the top of all of my weeklies at that point. These are 2 checklists for music theory, learning music theory in a AP prep book for AP music theory. And then this is one for the government crash course videos. I planned on doing both of these over the summer, but my summer was way busier than I thought it would be. More quotes, more weeklies. Oh, I implemented a reading log starting this week, I think, and I also brought back the weekly overview. Here's my second Books to Read 2016 spread, the accidental one that I made. And I haven't updated this in a while. I've read a couple more books since I made that. This was for my Sims 4 Asylum challenge, which I still play. More spreads, more spreads. This was from a camp that I went to for veterinary prep. This was my July overview. And then here was a spread that I used because I really like this spread, very pastel. But I didn't want to waste this page, so I just made a 1-page spread, which I liked. This was a music theme spread that I did because I used it while I was at a music camp. Oh, fun fact, I got my driver's license on July 16th, 2016, which is fun. This was my American Horror Story themed one. I did all of the numbers and things like American Horror Story. This is my Level 10 Life, which I have not updated in a very long time, but Level 10 Life is basically you aim to get all of these to 10, and it's based on self-improvement. I started it on July 17th, and then these are all my topics: family, friends and relationships, music, school and study, health, relaxation, fun, reading, organization, and mental health. And then this is my spread, obviously. Which one is that one? I think that one's my mental health one. That one's my highest one, which is great. And also music is very high. And then these 2 are pretty high, family and friends. Health is the lowest, along with reading. Fun is pretty high. Organization is high. Relaxation is high. Yeah, I haven't updated this in a while, but that's where it was last time I updated it. More spreads, more spreads. This is a books to read list in order of what I want to read them. I can check one of these off the list, and I'm currently reading this one. I skipped a few because I didn't want to read that. And then this is a playlist that I created. The blue is the ones that I have on my phone, and then the black is ones that I want to download on my phone, but I've heard all of the songs and I like all of them. Here's another spread. I like this one, Cupcake for You, for no reason at all. I believe I really liked this quote. There is real magic in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and accomplishment. Yeet. Here's my August overview, and then this was a spread I made for when I was on vacation. That's why it's all yellow and sunny and happy. This is my study methods for the classes that I'm taking this year. So for AP Lang, a summary of chapters and annotating. I found that neither of those have been used because I thought the course was way different than what it actually is, which is cool. This is for AP Gov. I've used all of these. This one did not work out for me well, the post-it textbook method, but the rest of them I do use. Pre-calc, practice problems, and formula process sheets. Those are both good. Environmental science, I have not used the post-it textbook method for that, but I don't think I like it very much. Cornell, no. Revision, summary foldables, and vocab flashcards, yes. And then time tracker and bullet journal, I haven't really done that. And music while studying, yes. This is my schedule for the year. Just the order that I have classes and all the rooms and teachers and stuff. This is my September time tracker, which I did not even use because it took up too much time. I did it with my color code that I use in my planner, but it just didn't work. My September overview I really like. It's really cute. This was for my AP Government Mandate project, which I finished and I did very well on. This was my weekend of October 8th and 9th because I had a lot of work. This is my weekend for October 15th and 16th. I didn't have that much work, it doesn't look like, but I had a lot to study for, it looks like. This was for my collaborative essay that I did for government, and I put post-it notes because I completed it, and I did very well on that one as well. This is my November overview. This is my November 5th and 6th weekend, which obviously I had a lot of work as well. This is my weekend for the 12th and 13th of November. This is my things to do over winter break spread, which I haven't really done much because I haven't had time to think of much. And then last, this is my math midterm topics spread. I just made this yesterday, so I haven't really checked off any of these. But yeah, and I still have, I'd say about 15-20 pages left in this bullet journal, but I'm going to retire it once we get to the new year because I just want to start fresh, you know. But I do love bullet journaling. I just use my planner more often now because I have a really nice planner now. This is my planner, if any of you are wondering. It's from Bando, but yeah. So that is my bullet journal flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone.